channel where we create interactive courses for 21st century skills. So, in this video, we'll talk about this book by Melissa Perri called Escaping the Bill Trap. Book is very informative for product managers or for entrepreneurs. I really liked reading it, so I thought maybe I'll just give a brief summary of the most important points and then our own sort of perspective on it as well. So, yeah, let's get started. So, the name of the book, as it is, Escaping the Bill Trap. Now, what is the bill trap and how do you escape it, right? Uh, First of all, what is a bill trap according to this book, right? Bill trap companies get into when they are measuring success by outputs, uh, not by outcomes. So I'll come to outcomes later. But what is output is whatever work you are doing, right? Whatever apps you are creating, service, products, projects, right? Different output which team is creating. So that is celebrated. That is sort of measure of the success of the company, right? So if more production is happening, then everything is good, and building stuff, and everyone is happy. But the companies are not measuring the actual value for the customer that is being created through that product. How much of the problem that the company is trying to solve for the customer is being solved, right? So the end objective uh, for which a customer is using the product or the service of the company, that is not taken as the final goal or final measure of success. That the product you created, how much is that solving the problem, right? What is the, what you, as the author has multiple times emphasized on outcome. So mostly companies are building, right? Not caring too much about the final outcome which is happening through that product. Those companies get into this build trap, right? Then the author says that product managers are at a very strategic position to solve this problem, to solve this problem of the build trap that most of the companies get into. So the job of a product manager is to understand the business and the customer and identify right opportunity. So product manager sees what are the problems the customers are facing, what are the needs of the customers, what are the wants of the customers, and then also understand the business of the company, right? So they can be 10, 20 wants of the customers or needs of the customers, but as a product manager you have to choose, right? uh, that is being strategic, right? You have to choose which of those needs can you solve in the best possible way and create a long-term differentiator for your organization, and focusing on the why part a lot, right? Engineers sometimes focus a lot on the how part, how we are going to build, but product manager's job is a bit different, is to focus on the why part of the product. Why will somebody use our app rather than somebody else's app? Why somebody will use our web or our service rather than somebody else's, our competitor service? So it's a very strategic kind of a role, right, which a product manager has to play. And once the project manager sort of gets this perspective, builds this perspective for the company, in the company, right, then they can come out of the bill trap, right? Escaping the bill trap, as I was talking. Product led organization is what the author sort of says have to become. An organization has to become product led if they want to get out of the product bill trap. You have to optimize your products to achieve value. Teams should be very close to the customers, right? So as discussed earlier, also outcomes over output, right? The team, the company has to understand that at the end of the day nobody is really uh, looking for an app or a web or some kind of service. What they are actually trying to achieve is solve uh, the problem for themselves. So customers are trying to fulfill that need, right? So for them the need is more important rather than your product. So the final point, the ultimate goal of the customer, right? We are also customers, we can just from that lens see it. So when we are trying to fulfill any need, we we can use any product, right? So how we will judge that product is just from the lens that how much that product first understood our needs, right, and then was able to solve it. We'll not judge, right, which technology it's using, right, how many features it has, right, what colors, etc. So those things also matter, but those are again a minor part. The most important thing is, can you solve the problem of the customer in the best possible way, maybe in the most affordable way, right? That is the most important thing, and that is what the product-led organizations always focus on, right? Of the outcome for the customers. So yeah, this is a small summary I wanted to talk about. So in the end, I'll say the core message is very good. That outcome over output, very important, right? A lot of companies just keep on building stuff and being very happy about that they are doing any work, but are they really able to provide that value? Are the customers really happy with the solutions? Are the customers really feeling okay? This company has really put in thought to understand what I really want and then created a solution which fulfills my need. Is that really happening? So as a product led organization, this should be the aim. So I think this is a must-read book for beginner product managers and on entrepreneurs and everyone and the innovators. I'll say techies also. Anyone should and can read this book. Very small book, like 200 pages. I'll put a link also in the description. You should check out for detailed understanding. In this book, the author takes the case of a fictional company and then sees all the problems that that company undergoes if they are not following this product-led sort of philosophy. And in the end, I'll just say an improvement, right? Example. There are a lot of examples in the book. Once you read it, then you will understand. So those examples maybe can be improved to emphasize on the points which I talked about. But yeah, very nice book, very easy to read, very easy to follow, and talks about a very important message, which somewhere I've also felt that somewhere is kind of missing. So if organization try to move towards this product-led approach, towards this approach of ultimately measuring themselves against how much they are able to fulfill the needs of the customers in the best possible way for that market, then the success will be there. So yeah, this is it. Any comments, please leave below, and for such videos, keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.